There is a podcast no one asked for. A podcast you never knew you didn't want. 3 beers in. This is the podcast.
I anticipate a deeply religious experience.
Welcome to 3 Beers In. Today we're doing another craft beer club.
Those are popular this time of year.
Yeah, I think this one was from August, maybe. I don't know. As always, this is Ross.
Joel's
there. Yes.
And I'm Cutter.
And Cutter's there, yes. So, our first beer is going to be Hog Lager by Black Hog Brewing.
Apparently, this is America's sexiest Pilsner.
Oh, man.
Since 2016.
I want to take it behind the middle school gym and get it pregnant. All right, everybody, let's crack them open. And now Joel doesn't want to do it.
Joel, you were so excited just a few moments ago.
Well, it is the sexiest Pilsner.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It's got that wide mouth can, and if you notice, the tab has a pig on it.
I did notice that.
That's pretty cool.
It's a black tab, too.
Yeah, that's gonna cost a little more.
Well, it's called Black Hog Brewing.
But it does have my my favorite little badge on there.
Hogs?
No.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Independent Craft Brewers Association.
Yeah.
Upside down beer bottle logo.
All right. That is a sweet pour right there.
I don't know. Mine's looking pretty good as well.
I think it's just a good pouring beer.
Some might say it's sexy.
That is a sexy pour.
It's one sexy beer at Sexy Pilsner. That is not traditional.
No?
A lot of fruit on the nose.
Yeah, it is.
But that is delicious. There's like grapefruit on the nose. Like grapefruit, like a little bit of like on the palate. I dig it. It's not traditional.
It was just like an IPA without the hops, like high.
Yeah,
high
it is.
heavy.
It is pretty.
Yeah.
It's a pretty hoppy Pilsner.
It's not, I mean, it's pretty,
Hazy.
it's extremely hazy.
Yeah.
But I'm not hating it.
It's not my favorite Pilsner.
It's not my favorite.
It's not a bad beer.
No,
it's
not a bad beer.
It's pretty nice.
But it's still sexy Pilsner.
It is the sexiest Pilsner. Probably because of my hops.
America's
my hops.
sexiest Pilsner. Not the world's sexiest Pilsner.
Oh, okay.
All right. We want to talk about the brewery or the beer first?
Let's talk about the brewery first.
Okay, cool. So Black Hog Brewing out of Connecticut, an award-winning brewery with culinary soul. They bring together a passion for barbecue and craft beer in the heart of Connecticut, that's not something that you would think of.
Every state's got a different style.
That's true.
I would not.
But
put
Connecticut and barbecue?
No.
Ah.
But I could see this pairing very well with barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Like a little little brisket action.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Charred. I could
Anything
really
with brisket, man.
Yeah.
Damn. I guess it have to be a strong flavor to hold up to that brisket, though. All right.
But this has got some strong. Go for it. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this hog.
It's founded by Tyler Jones and brothers Tom and Jason Sobocinski. Or Sobocinski. I don't know. Probably Chinsky.
Chinsky, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Chinsky.
It's one of Connecticut's newest craft breweries, opening its doors in 2014 in Oxford. The brewery is committed to crafting flavorful, drinkable beers using the finest and freshest local ingredients. Brothers Jason and Tom come from a Polish-Italian family where food and drink is always the focus of every gathering, and roasting a pig has become the favorite way to celebrate any occasion. Mm-hmm. And when they do roast a pig, the Berkshire hog is the breed of choice, thus the name Black Hog. I assume it's a black pig, Berkshire hog.
I'm more up on my cows.
Okay.
Because in Kansas, we raised a lot of cows.
Yeah, and grass. So Tyler Jones was the third part of the brewery. He's an old family friend and a former brewer of the Portsmouth Brewery in New Hampshire. And then when
which is another state in the Northeast.
It is. Not Vermont, though.
I would never think New Hampshire would make a beer. Yeah.
Why not?
Maple flavored.
This doesn't seem right.
It's like Canadian Light.
Yeah. So they formulated a plan to start a brewery together and celebrate family and food and encompass all that they're passionate about, which is family and food.
And hogs.
And hogs. Yeah.
Oh, and hogs, of course. All right.
But only black hogs.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about all I want to read about it.
I was going to make a bad joke there.
Okay. All your jokes are bad.
No, that's true. That's true. I say hashtag Black Hogs Matter.
Black Hog down.
Well, they do have a hog tag, drink to the hog. Hashtag drink to the hog.
Yeah.
On their can.
Oh, and it also has a Connecticut label there.
Yeah, made in
CT.
Where's that?
And we have Connecticut. It's
no. Where's it at on the can?
That's in the north.
Oh, I got you.
Northeast. It's way
we
up
do
there.
have a few downloads in Connecticut, so I don't know who's downloading, but thank you, Connecticut. So what they say about the Hog Logger, that's a good name, Hog Logger.
Why wouldn't you just call it the Hogler?
Because they're not Texan, man. They don't know.
I got you.
They don't get it. They got to think things through. So it's 5.5% ABV, 9 IBUs. I wouldn't think that.
There's almost no bitterness to it. I mean, it's
are
almost
you
got like a
talking about?
sourness to it,
Maybe.
but not bitter.
Maybe it's just
know.
the spiciness. I don't know. But it's a traditional Czech style Pilsner.
It is not a traditional Czech style pilsner.
Hang on. And they go on to say, pours a pale golden color with a puffy white head and nice lacing. That is true. The lacing
is gorgeous.
It is great.
That's what makes it sexy.
Yeah, it's one of America's sexiest Pilsners.
No, it is America's sexiest pilsner.
Aromas and flavors of grassy citrus and hops are nicely balanced and linger on the smooth finish. The Hallertau blank hops add the touch of citrus
There's citrus for sure.
to the thirst-quenching lager. Yeah, I don't know.
I would not
know
call
about
it
the
a traditional
description.
Czech pilsner. It's got a lot more fruit. Like,
Tasting
it's
the
like
fruit.
biting into a
Are you
grapefruit.
tasting the
Almost.
fruit? I'm not really tasting the fruit.
Tasting bitterness.
Yeah.
I'm
You
getting
tasting
bitter.
Slightly,
Here, try this one. Try mine.
Slightly.
Just make sure, see if it's the same thing.
slightly bitter. I don't know. I don't think it's.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Maybe. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm not
Try
tasting
this
the fruit. It's like barely bitter if there's any bitterness, but it's not fruity.
Yeah, mine's got a lot more fruit on
Yeah,
mine.
yeah.
Oh,
I think
there's a
yours is a
difference.
lot smoother.
Yeah. So I like it, but here,
Yeah. I understand when you say you're not getting in the bitterness.
there's a lot of fruit on mine.
Yeah, it's not as bitter.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, there's some more spice on yours. It's like,
Yeah.
but mine's like
wow. There's a real consistency
borderline like
difference.
sour.
Yeah, that's weird.
Mine's like borderline sour. It's like, but I don't hate it. It's like the two peach wheats that you guys
Yeah,
did the first
yeah.
batch. It's to me like your beers taste similar. Mine tastes,
Yeah.
Wait,
lot.
you tried mine?
huh?
You tried mine?
Yeah.
No, I haven't tried yours yet.
Is a sneak in there?
I tried yours. Yeah,
Oh, he tried. Yeah. You tried his.
It's different than yours.
it's different.
Is it similar to this one?
It's between the two.
Yeah, that's.
Oh,
I would
really?
think- well, I haven't
Oh,
tried yours,
damn.
but how he's describing it, I would say it probably tastes like.
I was like, I got a lot of that grapefruit on the nose again. It's all the same batch.
wanna
but it's
try
like
this
No,
one?
I'm good.
inconsistent.
Yeah.
Yours is the most clearly. I can see that one is is more Czech style.
Yeah, that's what I was-
This is super hoppy. If we drank this before the IPA, I think it would be right in line with.
It's not good when you're this
No.
inconsistent between three.
Yeah,
cans.
in the, probably likely the same batch. I don't know.
I would still drink this though. It's this is like I said. This is borderline sour. Joel's and mine are like borderline sour.
Yours, I would
it's not
drink yours.
bad,
Yeah.
Started bitter,
This one, I don't know.
but maybe after you started describing how yours tasted, it started to taste more like a sour. Yeah. At first, it was like really bitter, and I was like, man, I can't. It tasted like
The
an
bitter
IPA with,
fades a little bit, but
Yeah,
I still have a whole lot of
like
bitter
yours
in
is yours is a ton more spicy than Joel's and mine are.
mine. Yeah.
It's not as clean as I thought it would be. Like watered down almost. Like I thought it would.
Sex is not clean, Joel.
Well, like I said, so
This is America's sex.
I don't know if we got a
And I
bad.
already made a mess.
I don't know if we got a bad batch or what.
God.
We can't really attest because we didn't personally buy these
No,
beers.
they were sent out by craftbeerclub.com.
Right. But
So you know where to direct your complaints.
no, I'm not drinking because I'm not complaining about this beer. I'd still drink it. Either style I would drink. But focusing on Ross's because that's the proper style I would say between the three of ours.
Yeah. I don't. That's not.
I prefer
IBUs.
I
don't
prefer
know.
my pilsners to be a little more clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
generally.
spice is there. Enjoy it. It's a 1.
Oh, you're saying you enjoy it, not saying to enjoy it.
I enjoy it. No,
Okay.
I
Enjoy
do,
it.
I enjoy it.
Oh, no.
We're thinking Brody Stevens, right?
Make
When he
love
says
to the microphone and enjoy it. No, it's a good beer. First impression of mine when you said it was a traditional Czech, I was like, this is not traditional Czech.
Well, aren't Czechs traditionally American sexiest?
No.
Sorry.
They do
They
have
are spicy.
they do have quite a few
like the Spice Channel.
choices on RedTube.
.com.
Everybody knows .com.
.com. Did you do a commercial for that one this time?
Not really Austin based, but okay.
So this is a 1 for you?
One, yeah. Mine, I believe, is slightly sour,
Yeah.
but I actually like it. Like,
Yeah.
even, it's a Pilsner still, but I definitely wouldn't call it a traditional Pilsner.
I think
by any
yours
stretch of the
tasted a lot better. It was a lot softer.
Yes, it was definitely
spice.
spice. Like I said, it had a lot more fruit. Almost, it was almost
Yeah.
like a fruity taste,
Yeah. But mine,
peachy grapefruit.
I gotta give it a 0, man. It was inconsistent and
Why would you say it's
super hoppy.
Would you say it's inconsistent? Like just
Between these 3 cans.
I believe you. I believe
not
that.
inconsistent when drinking, because from top to bottom, it was pretty much the same.
But did you like yours?
No, it was too hoppy.
Okay. Did you like mine?
Yeah, it was a lot better.
So he'd give
I
it
preferred
a
yours.
0.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a 0.
I'm going to describe this in a weird way as only I can.
Here we go.
This
So-
tastes just like beer should taste.
When I think of beer,
Yeah. This is the kind of beer that I would take over to a friend's party
and leave there.
and put in a cooler. And then if it got a little warm, I'd be like, I'm glad other people are reaching for it because I had the
Yeah.
first one that was cold and it was
Okay.
good. Let's say it was like a Friendsgiving and they
Coming
just
up.
had a couple coolers outside and people were throwing their beers in there and
Yeah.
people were pulling them out. I'd be like, fine if they grabbed the other 5, but I still give it a 1. I think it's good, but I can't imagine if it got any warmer
Yeah, you wouldn't
that
like
I would
it.
hate it.
Yeah.
Or not hate it, but I wouldn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
This has to be cold.
Yeah, a warm Pilsner. I don't think I've ever really enjoyed warm Pilsner.
Miller Lite.
There you go. That is the one.
I can tell you right now, I've had a warm Miller Lite.
I have
Not
to.
good.
No.
It still tastes the same.
It's almost consistently
Consistently awful.
in typical Cutter fashion. I'm going to go with disagree.
All right, next up is Caught Lookin' Blonde Ale by Black Tooth Brewing.
All right, what's everybody's favorite blonde ale before we open this thing?
Whitestone's Blonde is good.
Whitestone's blondes are solid.
What was it that we had, the straight to ale? That blonde was very good. You remember it had the devil on it?
Devil on it?
That was
Georgia?
that. Yeah, somewhere in Georgia. I can't remember. I was
There-
thinking it was Atlanta for some reason, but I don't know.
That's the only city I know in Georgia.
Well, there's Savannah
Oh, it's true. Forget about Savannah.
And you have to say it that way too when you
Savannah.
and Athens. There's also
Oh, that's
Athens,
true. Yeah,
Texas, though. So don't get confused.
in a Paris, Texas.
Texas has every major city like in the world, like
Yeah, Italy.
London. Italy. What are you talking about? Italy.
Yeah, there's Italy, Texas.
Is there
It
really?
might be Italy.
It's Texan. It's probably Italian.
It's off of 35 on the way to Dallas, or on the way back from Dallas as well.
Oh,
It's in between here and Dallas.
I know
But there's Paris,
Yeah,
of
I know there's
course.
Paris, London. I know there's a London.
Where else? There's
Athens,
something else.
clearly.
You can like go around the world and just
Yeah.
and never leave
I
Texas.
know Ross is going to love this, but I was
Bangkok. Is
watching
it Bangkok, Texas?
Is there?
I was watching.
I mean, I do.
Oh, really? Oh, you set us up. I was-
Odessa. That's-
Anyway, Joel, what's your favorite
To the
blonde ale?
can.
What's your favorite blonde ale?
I can't think of one off the top of my head, actually.
Not even one that we might have had.
What one have we had?
well,
At a certain brewery.
Maybe if we only recorded it, I could find it.
we did.
Well,
Can you jog my memory? What?
Whitestone. Whitestone's a good one.
Okay. I don't remember that podcast.
Shiner makes
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. She fell asleep on the couch. Yeah. Fireman's Four is a good blonde ale.
Is that a blonde?
It's okay.
Yeah, it's a blonde ale. I would literally have to say that Whitestone's probably my favorite blonde.
That hint of vanilla in the blonde is really nice.
Yeah.
But it's out of Cedar Park, so it's probably like fake blonde, not real blonde.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's not Dallas.
I get it.
It's not Dallas.
Dallas blonde.
Yeah.
Dallas blonde is a really good blonde.
Dallas blonde. Oh, it was from
Deep Ellum. Yeah. Not to go outside Austin.
I haven't had it in a while.
Yeah, I hadn't
But
either.
I wasn't impressed. Oh,
I had it a couple months ago.
Southern Star, their bombshell blonde.
Oh no, yeah. No,
that's a
Southern
pretty
Star
decent-
out of Conroe.
Yeah,
that's
a pretty.
that was
decent
like
one.
the first beer that I really enjoyed.
Really.
Yeah, I had it over 10 years ago. It
Yeah.
had to be like
I was in college, I know that much, but yeah, it's
2010 maybe or 2009. I had it for the first time. Really good.
I had it before then. It was like I remember.
But before that, I think I was just drinking Rolling Rocks.
But yeah, that's a pretty solid blonde. Too,
Oh yeah, it is really nice.
Oh, this is one that I've
It
had
was
recently.
it was delicious.
What's that?
The first time I had it.
One that I had recently that I liked when I was in New York. Obviously, they're out of Philadelphia, but Victory Summer Love Ale.
I've heard
it's
they
pretty
make
good.
good stuff. I haven't had anything for Victory, but
Yeah,
they're highly rated.
They're all over the place.
The only
like
thing
them.
I've had from Victory was their Golden Monkey Ale.
I've had that. Yeah.
That's supposed to be really good.
I hated
You
it.
didn't like it?
I don't know if I only had it once.
Yeah.
And to me, it tasted like Golden Monkey piss.
People
It's
like it. I don't know.
I probably it was when I first started drinking beer.
Yeah.
I was like 21. I remember having it, and I was all like,
In a
I'm
can,
never.
probably?
No, I had it on draft at,
Okay.
at the tap room,
Oh, okay.
and I was like, I'm never drinking this again.
All right.
It's like, but if you know the tap room, it's like now that I think about it, it's like they probably didn't take really good care of their lines and a whole
man.
bunch of stuff.
That's why they didn't have the lights on all the
Yeah. I mean, literally, the ceiling is stained with cigarette smoke, and cigarette smoke has been banned like forever.
Luckily, it's only cigarette smoke.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get to this blonde.
All right, so this blonde, this is
Looking at you, kid.
Black Tooth Brewing, Lookin blonde.
Is this another sexy blonde on there?
It's
Well, they
gonna be the
caught you
sexy-
looking, man.
Yeah, come on.
you can either do a sexy blonde or you can do a fireman. I don't quite understand why Fireman's 4 went with fireman. We're really all went with fireman, but
I'm kind of over Fireman's 4.
what?
I was never a super fan of it.
It gets
in the first
warm
place.
really quick, mostly because they put it in bottles. But
They have it in cans.
I know, but you mostly find
But
it.
you just were bitching about the bottles. Once again, like the head, pours really well.
Yeah.
Wait, what kind of beer is this? Oh, blonde. Is that why we're talking about blondes?
Jesus.
Yeah, asking what your favorite blonde is.
Heather Locklear.
Rachel Bilson. Oh, okay.
Rachel Bilson's not blonde.
She could be if she tried harder.
I've had blonde tips before, I'm sure.
I'm sure she has.
All right, so
I'm going to say this is probably a good beer selection after the last one.
getting a lot of foam, but
I'm getting fruit again.
Yeah, I like it.
it's nice after the Pilsner. Yeah.
I'm struggling to find a difference between this and the Pilsner.
Not as strong.
No, well, his was
Mine was fruity.
pretty light.
Yeah.
Probably should have rinsed this glass is what I should have done.
This one's like flatter. It doesn't taste as bold.
There we go. I'm getting a little more.
It's so flat that the government has people stationed around the rim so you don't go over the edge. That one's for you, Kyrie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's so flat that we should have Kyrie on here saying, "See, I told you."
I want his Kyrie
No,
Force.
it's
I've been
good.
looking at those all week, getting this Kyrie Force.
I can't. He's not a stupid guy. I don't know why. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's a flat earther.
Yes, exactly. So something's wrong.
could've sworn he
there's two wires touching that it shouldn't be. I don't know, man.
I think that's how he's made.
And I wanted to watch Uncle Drew, but then it was like, oh, that's Kyrie Irving. I can't do that. I can't give him money.
It blew my mind that movie did well. Blew my mind.
It looked, I don't know, man.
It looked silly.
What is it?
I probably would have liked it when I was like 12.
It looked silly, but I don't think it was trying not to be silly. I don't know. Uncle
Earbud.
Drew, Kyrie Irving dressed up as an old guy playing basketball.
All right.
He did a Sprite commercial.
Was it
Yeah.
Sprite or Nike or
Mixture.
Reebok?
I think it was
can't
Sprite.
remember.
But he would do these commercials where they would. Who knows how real it was? But
He
he'd
would
go to
go
like
out to like basketball courts
as
and
a-
just wail on guys.
Yeah.
Like
It's
like an
kinda
and
like
one
a-
video sort of.
Oh, is it kind of like Johnny Knoxville and like old,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
dirty, not like dirty grandpa? It
that
was,
came after, I think, probably.
Dirty Grandpa was Robert De Niro.
That was actually a pretty decent movie.
Was it?
It was one of those like you look at it, it's like this is going to be a terrible movie. It actually
and
was
Zac
not
Efron,
terrible.
was that
Yeah.
that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know,
That looks so
Robert
silly.
De Niro in the past 15 years, I think, probably more, past 20 years.
I've got nipples, Greg. Is that longer than 15 years ago?
That's what I'm basing it off of. That was it. Everything after that, including that.
I've always wondered, not just him, but other actors, when you see them do something and they're passionate about it, and the movie just looks horrible. It's like, did they read the script and the script was good, and then it got changed so much, and then the movie came out.
I thought about that. Yeah, I thought about recently for some reason. I can't remember what I was watching.
Tropic Thunder. Kevin Hart was supposed to be the
what?
He was supposed to be
Brandon
the guy.
T. Jackson.
Y'all heard of Alpa Chino?
Yeah,
the other black guy, the real black guy.
The real black guy. It's
I don't think that would be
apparently
good.
it was supposed to be like super racist when he read the script, but like they changed the script after he declined it. And and it turned out being like a classic.
Yeah.
He could have popped sooner, I guess.
I really enjoy.
He wasn't big at that time.
Yeah, he wasn't huge at that point in time.
I really enjoy Brandon T. Jackson as Alpa.
Alpa Chino.
He
Yeah, Alpa
really.
Chino. I forgot that's what it was.
He really gives that character. It's like
what else has he been in?
Nothing really. Roll bounce.
Don't know if that is.
They roller skate. It's inner city roller skating. In the 70s, maybe. I don't know.
But you're right. He should be in more stuff.
Yeah, he was in Mr. Robinson. Was on NBC for half a season.
Oh yeah, the guy
Craig
from
Robinson.
Craig, yeah.
The writing wasn't good, so I mean, he didn't have any good lines or anything.
Craig Robinson's playing a show for New York Comedy Festival. But I'm gonna skip it because there's like several shows going on at the same time. 7 or 10 o'clock. There's like several people you want to see.
Yeah,
and you have to just say, I'm gonna skip this guy.
We know how you feel about black people, but how do you feel about Black Tooth Brewing? So Black Tooth.
So far, I feel pretty good about them.
Yeah,
and Black Hog. We're doing 2 black to black.
I don't know about the hog.
All right, real quick though. As far as the blonde ales we've been drinking, how do we rate this can?
3
out of
3. I enjoy.
It's better than the Rusty Rail or whatever. The hell
Oh God, yes, yeah.
Their logo.
3 out of 4.
Yeah,
yeah. Even their labels seem just like poor. I don't know.
This is good. I like the can. It's attractive.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's got style. I mean, it draws you.
Sorry, it was just one of those things. Both these cans have style. I like both these.
I probably like the hog can a lot more.
Between the two, I think we'll get to the other two later. But
there's too much going on.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted.
Oh no,
back to Black Tooth Brewing.
Black Tooth Brewing out of Wyoming, Sheridan, Wyoming, to be exact. We're the most highly awarded breweries in Wyoming.
How many Wyoming breweries are there?
There are a few. There are quite a few.
I always forget that's a state.
Cowboy country. That's their slogan. Anyway.
Like people live there?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
So more people than Montana, probably. So founded by Travis Listra, I don't know, and Tim Barnes. That's a good name. In 2010, Black Tooth Brewing Company is located in Sheridan, Wyoming, as we said, in the heart of the Wild West, at the base of the majestic Bighorn Mountains. The brewery takes its name from nearby Black Tooth Peak, while the beers are named after Sheridan landmarks, Wyoming symbols, and local culture. While still except for this one. Yes.
I was going to say, Lookin.
I don't know. Blonde... I don't know. Do they have blondes in Wyoming? I don't know. Blonde cows. I don't know.
Wow.
Wow. Sorry, Blacktooth. All right. So since opening its doors in November of 2010, Blacktooth has taken home medals from the Great American Beer Festival every year, inaccurate, as well as a handful of gold medals from the World Beer Cup.
How's that inaccurate?
They didn't win this year, and they didn't win in 2015.
This is probably written before. Oh, they didn't win in 2015.
They didn't win in 2015. Yeah, I would have given it to them if they didn't win this year. So, but they've won a lot. So
how long have they been around?
They've had 2010. So even their first year, they won, and a couple of years they've had multiple beers win. Just a couple of years, I think. I don't know.
Oh, this blonde is solid. I can see it. It's like
it did not win at JBF, but it did win a gold medal at the North American Beer Awards and the U.S. Open Beer Championship.
Okay. No, what did it win? Gold medals or what did it win?
Gold. Yeah.
Gold.
Yeah.
And this is my problem with a lot of those. It's like because you're not competing against the same beers.
Yeah, I know. If you win gold at GABF. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's probably a pretty solid beer if you're winning at GABF.
Yeah, because
you're winning some of the smaller ones. It's not necessarily a bad beer. It's not but a lot of I'm going to say.
What's the competition like?
Not Texas, probably. A lot of them probably are not Texas.
Mm-hmm. Could be more local stuff.
I'm not saying that they're bad beers. I'm just saying that Texas Weed Brew is some pretty good beer to hear.
Well, we did take home a lot of medals this year.
We did take I'd say might as well call it the Great Texas Beer Festival.
We do take home plenty of medals every year, pretty much, yeah. So Black Tooth, they're not about pushing the limits with cutting-edge craft beer styles, so you won't get any blueberry ales here or any peach wheats. Yeah, damn right. You better not compete with our peach wheat.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
So, no, but rather the goal is to produce excellently crafted classic styles that are approachable, well-balanced, and able to pair well with any number of foods.
Isn't that what we call our podcast? Approachable? You can pair us with food?
Yeah, pair us with any kind of food.
Paris,
except
Texas
pineapple and pizza. No, we will not do that.
Paris, Texas with food.
Paris, Texas with food. Yes. That was a good movie. That was okay. It's long. So, blonde.
What I like about blondes. Ales. Blonde ales.
Blonde ales.
Okay. What I like about blonde ales. They're super smooth. I mean, most of them, they're very approachable. We always talk about
ales.
We always talk about ambers as being like,
and that, yeah,
kind of
and the thing is,
beer, if you will.
The thing is, I was talking about it earlier today. Texas Beer Company, they won gold for their Pecos Amber. Mm-hmm. Hoppy Amber, man. It's hoppy.
It's hoppy Amber?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's not really surprising.
It's not my favorite. It's definitely not my favorite amber.
Can't imagine a hoppy amber.
I feel like GAB, well,
it's not terrible, but I don't know.
I feel like GABF leans,
it's not envy.
Leans hop heavy.
No, I can see that.
They're going to give you a higher score if it's got a little more hops in it. Mm-hmm. It's in the cannabis family. I mean, the hops are in the cannabis family. So
it is.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Is that what you're trying to say? Okay.
It wouldn't shock me at all if they have, like, instead of hops, they actually use cannabis, like, to as something.
I mean,
it would be an expensive beer because it's taxed so heavily up there, but someone's going to do it. Just
Lagunitas basically does it already, right?
Well, they're going to talk about it on
They have their Waldos and their 420 and all
Waldo's changes every year, though.
Yeah, but it's still super, like, weedy.
No, last year it was a sour. No, that was their Dark Swan. I lied. Yeah. I lied to you.
Why are you lying?
Yo, I ain't lie.
Why would you lie to us?
The facts did change, but I ain't lie.
You need to tell the truth.
Don't come at me like that.
I wouldn't have to if you told the truth.
Don't come at me like that.
I wouldn't have to if you told the truth.
You talk like that?
It's about honesty.
It makes me feel unsafe.
Why you lie?
Why
you lie?
Because
wait, so
that's what I do.
Does Waldo smoke pot?
Come at me.
Is that why we find him?
The guy?
I don't know. Where is he?
Is that why he's lost? Like,
no,
smoking pot. No,
it's a reference to the Waldos. Which is it's different.
What's the Waldos?
They were a group in the area.
Hey, we're the Waldos.
In
like Waldo around.
Yeah. They were a group. I can't remember exactly, but around San Francisco
Colorado?
Area,
California.
Yeah, and an older kid told them about this huge weed field hidden somewhere out in the woods, and every day after school they would go look for it. Every day at 4:20. Or that was what they said, 4:20 Louis, which meant meet at the statue at 4:20. And so they spent the summer trying to find this weed field, and they never found it, but they smoked a lot of weed. Which is just what they did anyway, of course.
Maybe they meant wheat fields.
But who smoked a lot of weed? The people who decided to make
the Waldos. That was their group name. I can't remember why.
They were a band? They're just
No, they were just a group of friends.
Because they kept on getting lost.
This was before Waldo.
So it was maybe inspiration? Inspiration for the Waldo?
No.
Maybe so.
It's just a funny name.
I like to believe that, Joel.
So the guy's name was Waldo Steve, and it was 1971, and he was given a treasure map.
Waldo Steve or Steve Waldo?
Waldo Steve. They were called the Waldos because they hung out at a wall.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. So he's given a treasure map for a patch of weed.
Incoming news.
For a patch of weed by a friend whose brother was in the Coast Guard and who was growing the weed out in the woods, I guess. And the guy was really paranoid. I wonder why. So he told them that they were allowed to just go harvest it. And so, like, if it's not there, you won't get caught. So the Waldos, which was the group name, they agreed to meet at 420 at the statue of Louis Pasteur. Yeah, at the campus of San Rafael High.
Pour one out for our buddy Louis.
There you go. Pasteurizing because he wanted better beer.
I heard it was milk.
Yeah, that's what they want you to think. But yeah.
When he said that during the yeast episode, blew my goddamn mind. I was like,
what?
That makes total sense.
Yeah, a lot of beer books. They talk about Louis Pasteur.
I'm sure they do because that makes sense. Opposed to milk, who the fuck wants to pasteurize milk?
I mean, no, yeah. Even still,
like,
people today.
This shit is undrinkable after a day. Oh wait, we can do it to beer?
Yeah.
Oh man, this stuff stays good for a while.
So before we're all finished, this Black Tooth American Blonde Ale, caught Lookin from Wyoming, ABV of 4.5%.
It is sessionable.
IBU of 18. Doesn't really taste.
I would say that this is softer than.
Yeah, I would say that.
Your check.
Oh, definitely. Which was 9 IBUs. So
this is not twice as spicy. Though.
Nah.
Or twice as hoppy.
No. So you can always count on the girl next door. Don't hesitate with the light body golden ale. It's everything you could ever want. Sweet with subtle overtones of citrus. This sessionable beer is a perfect match for any occasion.
Hey,
With biscuity flavors and hints of lemon lime, this is a perfect choice for salads and seafood.
Ross, it's my job to read the can.
Oh, is that on the can?
Oh, I mean, up to the it's perfect match for any occasion. That was on the can.
Yeah,
I do like this though. The night is young, stay crafty. I like that.
That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good thing that's on the can there.
But yeah, they have a couple of hashtags like drink the West.
Yeah, it's actually stamped like on the bottom of the part here. It says drink the West.
Oh, is it?
Hashtag this is the podcast.
This is the podcast.
1 for me, like solid. Like most blondes, it's like not overly impressive.
Didn't blow me away.
It's natural though, so that's nice.
Forgettable. Yeah.
Might be a little sun in.
Well, most blondes, to me, that's kind of what I mean. They're not out there to stand out. Like, if you're trying to stand out as a blonde, you're doing it wrong.
I can see that. Yeah, and this is, of course, as it says, sessionable, crushable, as they might hashtag crushable, as they might.
It actually is a can, so you can't say that.
Hashtag crucible.
Hashtag crucible. I like that better. Yeah. But yeah, it's light and refreshing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's good.
I like it. I mean, I just remember when I think back to it, I don't know why. I think I did it because I thought it was like, and we talked about this last week about Shiner,
blonde,
about crafty, and like, it's not Budweiser, so it's like you get the blonde from Shiner, and that was always inconsistent. And if it wasn't cold, like frozen, it always tasted like crap. So that's the only thing I can compare it to.
Shiner has that Shiner aftertaste. That's what I always think about Shiner.
Yeah, so it's always
not bad. It's just Shiner.
Yeah. They won, was it 2 years ago? GABF?
What?
The Shiner.
I think it was a light blonde, though.
They're light blonde?
Yeah. No, just their Shiner. It won in the amber category.
The Bock?
American Amber, yeah.
Oh, it's like just their Shiner. It's like they make like 20 beers. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Just call it a Shiner. What do you call? No, you call it a Shiner Bock. It's just a Shiner.
Give me that real ale.
Give me a Shiner.
Which one? The real ale.
No, okay, whatever, man. So you just call it a Bock? The Bock?
Shiner Bock, yeah.
Oh, you call it Shiner Bock?
Yeah, I call it
not
Shiner
just
Bock.
the Bock.
Yeah.
So it's Shiner Bock.
All right, so Shiner has multiple beers, and Bock is made by a bunch of different breweries. So
I don't know, but I don't think people distinct. Like if you were asking them, if you
most places will only have a Shiner.
If I said, "Hey, grab me a Shiner," and then you showed up with like I don't know,
Cosmo Blacks,
I'd be like,
I'm
"What
an asshole."
The black lager.
I work at a liquor store. It's like, hey, where's your Shiner at? I'm going to show them the Shiner section. Like
there is a Shiner section.
There is a Shiner section, so it's all you can go over there. There's your Shiner. Which one you want? Oh, a Shiner. Okay, I've got like 7 Shiners I'm staring at right here. Which one do you want? So I'll do that to you.
This is going to sound.
Tell me what you want.
You just did that.
Yeah.
So I'm curious because when I think of Shiner,
Nope.
they got into that point where they're just doing like specialty, like seasonal stuff. Do they have?
They
like
always have
Do they do
seasonal.
a rotation of beers that are
Yeah.
like, you can find in the last 5-6 years?
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
like no matter time.
I mean,
of year?
every year, every winter they have their winter selection.
Oh,
every
thing-
No,
summer
but that's
they
what I'm
have their
asking.
heat wave.
I'm asking: is there others than Shiner Bock? Is there a beer I can get any time of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What are they?
The Ruby Redbird is there is all time year.
Oh,
It's
really?
all around.
Is it?
Their light blonde is an all,
light
all
blonde.
year
Yeah,
round.
I know.
They have
Shiner is the light blonde the light? Is
Yeah,
there a
it's
different
the-
light?
Oh, they did a
Or
brand.
is it just
No,
they
it's
did a-
different. That's
they-
different.
they did-
Okay.
well, I thought they did a rebranding a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. Their Shiner Light was their light blonde. It's all, and then they rebranded it as the light blonde.
Yeah.
So it's not that blue and white.
Is there cream ale available year round?
No, it's not.
Okay.
And then they have the white.
Ruby Redbird, their black lager.
Is it year round?
That's year
okay.
round now.
That's probably
that was an annual. It was their
Yeah, yeah. I
that was their
remember
annual,
you couldn't find
but-
it all year round.
But
What about their
White Wing?
brewers?
Is it White Wing?
no, White Wing used to be a seasonal. They don't make it anymore.
Okay. That's probably the last beer I've had
I
from
think they
them.
make something took its place. I can't remember.
Well, they've started doing that heat wave, all those fruit beers and everything.
Yeah.
Since they've had
It was
a,
good.
and I don't know if they've had a majority stake or what, but they're part of the same family as the Shoots now, and so they do a lot of
that
like
makes sense.
collabs and stuff. Like, they're not really collabs, but they're integrated. I'll say, like that new, what is it, the Day Quencher,
Yeah.
and they're
not too
they're-
bad. Not too
Their
bad.
juicy IPA or whatever that is.
Yeah, they're trying to be craft or sort of craft.
It's the shoot style.
Yeah.
If you look at it, it's the shoot
Oh, yeah.
style. It's all like, so they're I think they're doing some different things.
We're still talking about Shiner Bock.
Yeah,
A lot of Shiner.
We're talking about Shiner.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Which
it's like
Shiner?
Because I thought you were talking about a collab.
Shiner Brewing, a Spetzel Brewery, actually, is
Yeah,
what it is.
Spetzel.
Anyway, so we're going back to Black Hog here. I already like this can because it's greenish.
Oh, okay. I
Hey,
thought you were going to say for the hiking.
World
Like-
Beer Cup 2016 Gold Award.
Like fuck hiking now.
Just an asshole's word for walking. I wasn't born yesterday.
But I got a question. So because it's like a hippie or
Yeah.
would he
Somebody who
wear?
would eat granola.
Would a hippie wear skinny jeans?
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm not sure he's wearing pants.
Hipsters would.
He might not. Yeah,
No, I think he's
might be
wearing
a skirt.
shorts. Shorts there.
or straw.
Ooh, really short
something.
shorts. You're right. It could be.
Yeah.
It's definitely shorts.
It's hiking shorts.
Yeah.
Just walking for assholes. Hiking. All right, so let's crack this one open.
remember that.
Ready? I'm trying to remember the last brown ale I've had.
I had Bell's Best Brown. I think during our third episode. It was not the best brown. Well, actually, it might have been the best brown I ever had. It was not very good.
I thought Tony Brown was the best brown we've ever had.
He's the only brown
We
we've
don't
ever had.
talk
That doesn't
about what
count.
happens in the hot tub, man.
Tony had a long week, so he couldn't come here.
Yeah, apparently he was beat off at work all week.
Yeah. Being beat off at work, something.
Yeah, I think that's what somebody said that. Yeah.
Once again, these are all pretty good. Oh, actually, I would say that I have a better pour than you, Ross. I'm
Your
just
mom
saying.
has a better pour.
Oh, I mean, my mom probably
Yeah,
had
it's
a better
pretty
pour
good pour.
than that.
Trying to release the
Has a good
aromatics.
nose.
I really like the nose.
My nose is pretty good.
So I keep bringing this up, but the beer you don't want to be warm, but this one definitely you got to drink this shit fast. Like
No.
No,
Does it
warmer,
get
the warmer
warm?
it gets,
the darker
the more.
the darker the beer, the more
Yeah.
I'll allow it to be warm.
Yeah, you want it to. It really opens up the flavors once it gets warm.
does it almost have like a coffee flavor? Or
Well, yes.
Oh yeah, I'm
Coffee?
sure. Yeah, most
Yeah.
Yes,
browns
definitely.
do, yeah.
Yes.
really? Normally they're not that.
Brown ales, I'll drink damn near room temperature. Stouts for sure. I could drink a stout room
This
temperature,
reminds me
no
of a
problem.
stout.
I'll drink a Guinness if it's been sitting out, like just for
Yeah.
Is this not a stout? It tastes like one.
No.
If it's been sitting in a truck bed for 3 weeks, I'm not gonna drink. That's different. The room temperature, I'll drink. Ooh, a lot of coffee notes on that.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot.
Once you get past the foam, I gotta get past the foam. And I got a coffee taste.
So, what differentiates a brown from a porter?
It's lighter, basically.
That's pretty much like a porter to a stout, almost, right?
This is pretty
I
heavy.
think
This
so.
this is borderline porter
Brown-
status.
It tastes like I licked the inside of a peanut after I cracked it open and just the shell.
I can see that.
I get no peanut.
No, the inside
Yeah,
shell.
I get you because the
It's
bitter,
not a peanut.
the bitterness.
It's the shell.
Anybody want a peanut?
There's a little
Cutter,
bit
that's
of
not a peanut.
Peanut cutter. Peanut cutter jelly time. Peanut cutter jelly. Sorry.
Peanut butter should be 2 words.
It doesn't have quite the like chocolatey notes as a porter. I guess it's a light porter.
Brown is
porter is a light
supposed to be
stout. Yeah, that's the best
nutty.
way. I can see the nutty. I can see the nutty.
I think this is really too much coffee, too much roast.
It's got a lot of roast.
Yeah,
for a brown, really.
I feel like you guys have definitely had more porters and brown ales than I've had because
I'd say this is more
porters.
More
porters
portery.
and stout. Yeah, porters and my stout. Porters and stouts are my jam.
Yeah, this tastes more portery.
Yeah, this is definitely.
Maybe it's the granola because there is actual like granola in it. Right?
Yeah, I think that's what they.
Yeah,
it's not quite sweet like I would expect.
You feel like your mouth is really dry almost after like
it does have a pretty dry finish actually. Yeah,
it's got a pretty dry finish.
It's not cloying. It's not super sweet.
Yeah, it's like
you were saying.
I think of like granola as being somewhat sweet.
Yeah, and when I think of browns, I think something sweeter, but it's almost never sweeter. Yeah,
I don't hate it because I think it's leaning towards that porter status.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it might be leaning too much, but I don't hate it. It just seems. It seems weird.
Initial impressions, 1.
Or you think because it was a brown ale, we probably thought it was going to be like a little bit lighter in color, flavor. You think we're going to regret going to the IPA after this?
No.
No, the IPA is going to definitely shine through, I'm sure.
Okay. I would have thought you would want to do the IPA and then this because
cut through all this roast and everything, yeah.
Okay. Would you? All right, so going back to what their original statement was about would you pair this with food? Would you pair this with roast pig?
I don't know what I would pair this with.
Roast pig, I guess. I'm not a fan. I wouldn't really eat roast pig, but
you shut
brisket.
I could still.
I still take this with brisket taco.
My brisket would be really wet. If it was too dry, it would. Because this is really dry
brisket,
dude.
Really dry to me.
Dude, I eat fatty brisket. I love fatty brisket.
I like mine in sauce. Like I want it covered up.
Well, yeah. But not like
I worked with a guy.
Fatty.
I worked with a guy once. It's all like, dude, the lean brisket. That's where it's at. I was like, you shut your goddamn.
Yeah, man. Give me that lean brisket, covered in sauce.
I'll go to
put it on some white bread.
I'll go to Bill Miller's. I will get. It's like, give me that egg and brisket taco, fatty. He's like, you sure? Fuck yeah, I'm sure.
Nasty.
People hate on Bill Miller's, but Bill Miller's is very unique. And they're always busy. If you go there at lunchtime,
they're consistent.
Yeah,
consistent. If there's one, they're not great. There's definitely better barbecue in town.
Actually, I would say consistent if you don't go lean, because lean they can kind of do whatever they want sometimes. But if you're not doing that, then you're totally fine.
I mean, lean is like, all right, this is what I have available. This is the leanest portion I have. Like that's why it's like, just give me fatty because it's gonna be there.
Yeah.
Well, I like
it's pretty consistent.
It's like
fatty
because I should have to tell you lean, but I still want it doused in barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah.
This has been sponsored by Bill Miller's Drive-Through Barbecue.
I'd rather get Rudy's to sponsor us myself, but
it's the worst barbecue. What is it?
You're the worst barbecue.
Isn't that what their advertisement always is?
I don't remember.
It's good barbecue.
Well, if they had a drive-through, then
I like people talk about going to fancy places or waiting in line at Franklin's for barbecue.
I've never been to Franklin's.
Fuck that. Yeah, why would you wait for barbecue in Austin? Why would you wait in line like 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, and possibly not even get barbecue? You got Rudy's right there. You can fill up your car.
There's a lot of good
gas station right there.
A lot of good.
We should do
barbecue.
Rudy's, Salt Lick. I mean, if you're around there.
Oh,
or,
I wanted to bring that up. So,
I'll go to Lockhart.
Uncle, what is the place that Clint's always going to? Uncle Pete's, Uncle Gus.
Oh yeah, the one over there on Breaker.
Yeah,
that's a good one too. I can't think of it right now. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
I went there once. Their beans are solid for sure.
That a place that makes good beans. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They put like leftover brisket in their beans.
That's brilliant.
So
oh
good.
God.
Oh God, it's so good.
I want some brisket beans, man.
There should be a late night brisket place.
So one of my old roommates and I, it's like we used to drive. There was a KFC on the way home, like from our house, and occasionally we'd stop. So like, and we don't.
They don't have twisters.
It was like
anymore.
9:30, and like we would just order like, "Hey, this is what we want." And they're like, "Yeah, we kind of had a run lately."
Really?
It's like, okay, well, it's like, all right.
I hate when places do that.
Yeah, it's like,
Well, Jack in the Box, their shake machine is always down. What?
well, at fucking KFC, it's not like you can just like, all right, give us 5 minutes, we'll have you some chicken out. It's like, I don't trust that.
Yeah.
It's like, they're all right. Well, how about we do this? And they're like,
Extra rare chicken.
so we ordered like an 8-piece meal between the two of us.
Yeah.
I think we ended up with a feast for like 32 people. It is like, all right, here's some curly fries. Here's some of this. Here's some of this. It's like fucking chicken tenders, like hot wings. Like just like, all right, fill it. I was like, I don't need all this, but
here's
okay.
all right.
Like,
Here's
what about the guy
here's
behind
where
me?
I don't believe your story. You said curly fries.
It was the steak fries. I apologize.
Potato wedges.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, steak fries.
This is at KFC?
Yeah, it was a KFC.
Yeah.
You got to keep your story straight, man.
Well, it was one of those KFC.
Oh, was it? Okay. One of those other KFCs.
The Pizza Huts.
Oh, okay.
Because they have curly fries.
Because Pizza Hut has curly fries.
and, and Taco Bell's. Because they have curly fries.
Curly fries. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love a curly fry taco at Taco Bell? Yeah.
Well, everybody goes to Jack in the Box,
Wonderful.
loves curly fries and tacos.
They-
I do like their curly fries.
Yeah.
That's why you go after 9:30 so you can get
And
their
hot-
munchie meals.
Jalapeno poppers.
I hate jalapeno poppers.
You
Unless I'm making my jalapeno
you shut
poppers.
your Kansas whore mouth.
Everybody uses cream cheese and fuck cream
No,
cheese.
yeah, no, that is not a jalapeno popper.
Agreed.
Then what do you get at Jack in the Box? Is it like
It's
American
it's
cheese?
yellow cheese,
yellow cream cheese.
cheddar, American cheese, maybe? Yeah.
cheddar-ish. I don't know.
What I learned
I'm sure it's not cheddar.
I was so disappointed the first time I ordered
Cheese
jalapeno
food.
poppers from any place that was not my mother, because I learned when I learned about jalapeno poppers, where it was jalapenos
Mm-hmm.
with like smoked mozzarella
Oh, come on.
and wrapped
Already.
in bacon
No.
and grilled.
What the fuck is your
I've had
problem,
that before.
man?
You ever
Those are
had
good.
smoked mozzarella? It's
That is
so
not a
much
jalapeno
better.
popper. I don't know what.
That's
a jalapeno.
You shut
wrapped
your
in
goddamn mouth,
bacon.
sir.
That's a. Hey, I'm not.
In the words
I'm
of my
not saying
daughter.
you
In the
can't-
words of my daughter.
Shut your mouth.
No. Know your truth.
Shut your
Ross.
fucking
Know
mouth.
your truth.
Know your truth.
Know your truth. I know my truth.
In the words of Cutter's daughter, what happened to my stripper pole?
Too soon, Ross.
Is that
Too
a-
soon.
is that
we
a-
haven't had that talk yet.
Is that a Fisher Price toy? or-
Fisher Price stripper pole.
I just
Get
have
him
one.
started young.
I just have one of those buttons. Like next on the stage.
It probably has like a weight requirement and a height requirement, like a roller coaster. Like you can only be so tall and so heavy.
Fuck you, Joel.
I'm so hungry. All right, so the Granola Brown Ale from Connecticut. It is a gold medal World Beer Cup winner, which has the it has the medal on the can.
World beer, yeah, it
Yeah.
does. It's got the logo right in front of the dude, and he actually looks like he's looking right at it.
It does. So it's ABV of 5.7% and 18 IBUs.
So this is just as like bitter as the Hog Lager,
Hog Lager.
the
Hog Lager.
Lager.
Yes.
I disagree.
You can disagree all you want.
It's for IBUs. Like, doesn't make sense to me.
No, it doesn't, because you can do whatever you want, and it's like,
Clearly, this has a lot more malt.
yeah.
A lot more malt.
Yeah, and more malt will hide or balance out the amount of bitterness that you're putting in it.
Agreed.
So, about the beer, they say, before the pig roast, the Black Hog team loves going on a long hike to get the blood flowing.
I can read the
I
can.
fucking hate them. And their stomach, to get the blood flowing and their stomachs ready for a serious feast. Keep them going, they pack a few bags of crunchy granola, the inspiration behind the Granola Brown Ale. A refreshing brew with a granola mix of oatmeal, grains, hops, and roasted malts. This ale is smooth and malty with hints of chocolate and raisins.
This is
raisins.
brew with all the wonder of delicious granola. Is that what you said? Damn it.
Sort of. I don't know.
It's slightly different. Take this beer on your next hike, or hike one up to your lips for a satisfying, energy-packed libation. That is fucking retarded. I like it though. There's something about it that I like, but it's like that is.
Yeah. You're not pounding this. You're not like getting a 6-pack and being like, I'm going to finish this thing in a couple hours.
See, that's what I like about like the darker beers because this is one that you can actually enjoy over a period of time.
Yeah.
So as it warms up, it's still good.
It is getting better as it warms up.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Yeah.
you were laughing when it's like I can't drink a warm beer. So like, this is actually
No, because most browns that I've had are really light, and are
this is
always in between. They're always like not cold but not warm, and they're always bad. But this one is actually really. You're not going to chug it, but it's like just to enjoy it. Like sit back and be like, I want to really enjoy beer tonight. This is perfect.
Well, I wonder if it's because it's like on that borderline porter status.
Yeah,
it's got a little bit more of that heft, that chocolate malt, that that heavier malt that really kind of balances out. That's more roasty. As that warms up, like you get more of that chocolate, that little bit of nicer.
I started tasting the raisin. I mean, Ross,
you shut your goddamn mouth, Joel.
He said raisin, and you start kind of
the devil's fruit.
Nature's fruit.
Nature's fruit. You know, if I really think hard enough, I think I can see raisin.
You can see it, or you can taste it. You can see raisin.
You know how
that'd be awesome. I could see raisin.
No, you know what? Never mind. No, I can't. I can't see it. Can't taste it. Can't smell it. It's not there, Joel. Get the roastiness.
I taste a little fruitiness there.
Don't you fucking say it. That Scotch ale last week was
a little
fruity.
plummy. Yeah.
No, but the Scotch ale last week was plummy.
I get a little bit of it. Not as much.
Where are you getting it? So
in the taste.
I get more the nut, as you should with a brown, but I don't get any of the plum or raisin.
Well, that's why I say it tastes like the inside of a peanut.
Yeah, I'm not denying that. I get the nuttiness. I can see nuttiness. Raisin,
it's almost like you have like the dust on your hands, and you're gonna lick your fingers.
Yeah. It's almost like the taste. If you imagine licking a Logan's Roadhouse floor, in a good way. I like this beer. It's like, but I think it's because it's a little bit heavier, like a porter. It's a little bit more portery than a brown ale.
Do you think it's the granola that makes it dry?
I'm sure that helps.
Helps.
But like we were saying, I would expect more sweetness from it if it had the granola.
It's really because it doesn't, and that's why it's dry, because it doesn't have the sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
So, because this isn't really like full bodied, like not heavy, but not really light. So they probably fermented it
like
at
a porter.
Yeah, they probably fermented it at like a lower temperature, so it doesn't have all that residual sweetness. And that residual sweetness, that's usually what's going to hang around on your tongue. So that's probably why it's so dry. Also, the yeast that they used, I don't know what kind they used, but yeast will clean up that and make it drier, give it a drier finish, depending on what you use. Yeah.
That last sip that I had right there,
raisins.
No,
look at the raisins.
I don't see raisins. I don't taste raisins. I don't smell raisins. The
like
last sip right there.
Coffee bean wrapped in raisin,
so does that mean
raisin in the middle?
So raisins don't exist to you if you can't see them, taste them.
That's if you don't believe in them.
But if you don't
They
physically,
exist. I've seen them.
but you don't see them.
I've tasted them.
But you don't on this.
In the past. In the pasty time.
I don't believe in raisins in this.
In the long, long ago.
This is a 1. I'm finishing it. I'm calling it a 1. This is probably one of the first brown ales that I've really, really enjoyed. Dogfish Head has a pretty decent brown ale, though.
Yeah.
Their India brown is not terrible.
I never had it.
It's a brown. It's nutty. But
that's the thing about browns. They're I don't think I've ever found a person that really loves brown ales. They're just kind of like it's a brown ale. So it's like basically
it's a step
that's what you're gonna get.
Step darker than an amber ale.
Yeah. I'd say,
but it's a step below a porter, so
Yeah,
it's all like,
right.
and usually that's kind of like the differentiating.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Smith has a good brown ale. Their nut brown ale.
When he sings, "A Man Loves a Woman,"
yeah, not that Sam Smith.
Oh.
I should say Samuel Smith.
I celebrate his entire catalog.
Same country. You? All right, so what do we think on this one, gentlemen?
I don't know. I haven't finished, so I can't have it.
Well, God damn it, Joel.
Can't say it's my favorite beer.
You going with another 0?
I'm feeling that, but I can't I can't give it a 0 because it's a good beer. It's not.
I actually
Not
am
really
craving
what-
another one of these. It's like after I finish it, I'm craving another one.
Yeah, it's
It's
not
almost
really
like a
what
feast.
I want. But
It's almost like a feast in itself.
yeah, it's pretty filling once you finish the whole thing.
Yeah,
Don't know about 3 of them really.
I'm in for 3. I can't
We
get them.
drank
here.
our 3 already. Yeah.
I know. I'm in for 3, but it's fine.
You have to go to Connecticut. Maybe our listeners can send us some. Actually, I wouldn't mind trying other stuff, even though.
From Black Hog?
Yeah,
You want to give both of their
Their
beers
cans are cool.
zeros.
I don't want to. I need to. No,
You gave it a 0?
I mean, I'd still get no. This is still a 1. It's a solid beer. I don't really want to drink another one, but
As it stands right now, it's a 1. After 2, probably not.
it's a
That's
good
saying.
beer. It's a solid beer. There's nothing bad about it.
Fair enough. Joel, you're done.
I can't say
Brown-
anything bad.
I've had a lot. I've had quite a few browns.
Less coffee for me.
Brag
But yeah,
about it.
Yeah, I've had quite a few browns. And
Brag about it.
I don't care for them normally.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things I'll keep getting it because I'm like, oh man, I'm hoping
Yeah,
this
I
one's
knew.
better.
I know you're not a Browns guy.
Yeah. And I'll get a new one. And be like,
Bengals, but anyway.
and I'll order or whatever. I'll
AJ
get one and
Green.
I'll like hope one's good and then get let down like
Yeah.
every season, just like the Browns.
Hey, if you think the Browns are going to do anything, I don't think they're the ones with the problem.
But I do like this one. I think it's blind taste test. If you would have been like, here's this beer, what do you think it is? I would not have said it was a brown. But
Ryan probably
yeah.
wouldn't either. Ryan from Whitestone.
Ryan Lee. Oh God, you weren't there.
I was not
Neither
there,
of
but
you guys were
we
there.
talked about it
Shit.
last week.
you're like, wait, does Whitestone make
He
this?
does. Their brown is I like their boondoggle brown a little bit more than this. It's got more of like a, I think it's barrel aged, so it's got like a little whiskey or bourbon to it.
We talked about it last week. He could name his own beers.
Well, he makes so many different varieties and so many different batches that they all taste the same apparently. So
Yeah, I
I
really
mean, hate to give you shit, Ryan, but
We don't.
not really. No,
we don't. We don't.
yeah, no.
I re-
If you're listening, come on, man.
When he hears this, he's gonna go, "Fuck you, Cutter."
All right,
I did really like this. I thought it was unique.
yeah.
I would have not called it if you just asked me randomly what I thought it was. I would not have said it brown.
I would have guessed porter.
I would,
immediately.
yeah. Porter.
It's not nutty
Heavy
enough to
Scottish
be
Light.
around.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
I would say Scottish Light because that would be
Yeah.
a lot lighter.
Yeah,
But
exactly. It'd be a lot lighter. No, I would not a whole lot lighter, but it could pass as a Scottish light. It doesn't have that kind of. It doesn't have as much fruit as a Scottish light, though.
Yeah.
So it's like I would probably have guessed porter. Like,
Yeah.
if you would have
No, I would-
blind
yeah, I
tasted
would have,
me,
yeah.
like porter all the way.
It's like porter culture, really
Similar.
similar. Yeah.
Ooh, that could
I'm
be
not saying it is the same, but it's
Similar.
because that
it's
would raisins.
similar.
And,
Yeah.
I was-
Nature's fruit. Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely nature's fruit all over that porter.
Our first
Go
first
back-
nature fruit.
Yeah,
nature's fruit.
go back and listen to our second episode, or don't for Ross. Like,
Yeah,
don't do it for Ross, but do it for me.
I think
I'm
I
telling you.
re-edited it. Really, but still, straight ones, right?
Straight
for
ones.
this?
Straight ones for the Black Hog.
There's
Yeah,
a Black Hog.
I wish it was sweeter.
Still like their
I
cans.
almost want a little bit of that, like
I want like more like oaty, like
yeah.
like a graininess, like not roasty,
I-
but
I-
grainy,
I
like
like it.
bready,
Yeah.
a little bit, yeah,
Like almost like biting into
like fuller,
Nature's Valley bar or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
That's what I was expecting. And
nutty,
I was like, it wasn't
grainy,
sweet enough.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, that I would enjoy.
Here's my thing.
All right.
So I'm looking at this can already. The next can, the IPA
Yeah.
here from Black Tooth. Don't they name their shit after like mountains or something?
Yeah, they actually don't. I looked at a bunch of them, and they well, it's also shared landmarks with Wyoming symbols and local culture. So the Hot Streak is a local culture, I guess. Falls into that.
Fuck, it
category.
better be. 'Cause
Do they have casinos?
As well as Caught You Looking.
They have casinos there, probably.
Well, they have
it's caught looking. It's not
yeah.
caught you looking.
Caught Looking.
I like the generic dice with flames on them. What I hate is that they put the
Makes me wanna
logo
go
behind.
bowling.
Like literally, they put
Yeah,
the logo
I saw
behind
that.
everything. I kind of liked it on this because it was behind the woman. But on this, it just looks like
maybe because it's green. I like this can better.
You know what? I think that's what it is. I do like it better. Yeah. It's like even though I like this look better, like the green can. Yeah, it's
drink
green.
the West.
Yeah, that green's pretty awesome.
Anyway, so
let's drink the West.
This is the Hot Streak IPA from Black Tooth Brewing.
It'll give you some hot streaks.
God, I hope not. I gotta work tomorrow.
Wait, what are hot streaks?
Anything you want it to be.
What are hot streaks? What the fuck kind of question is that?
Like you were spelling it out. Man, I can smell it from here.
This is not very foamy. Doesn't have a whole lot of head. It's not terrible. It's got a good nose to it, though.
Hoppy.
Man, they should make this into a candle. Like, hey, we gotta get candles for the house.
Probably do have
I will
candles.
Be responsible.
That's interesting.
For
do it.
That's
candle.
They do. I think they do have those.
I'm sure they do.
They have rewind candles.
Patent pending.
There you go. I mean, we have all these cans left over after.
We should make candles. No.
Huh. Interesting.
It's not bad. It's uh-oh. Cutter looks like a dog that just saw a fly. Get it.
Come on, get. Come on, girl, get.
It's Fruit Loopy.
What?
So it's got cardamom in there?
I mean, I'm getting...
Or you get some Earl Grey?
What is yours? What do you... I mean,
there's fruit in there. There's...
Oh, but it tastes almost Fruit Loopy. Like cardamom is...
Yeah,
a defining...
I can get it.
Yeah. Is a defining feature. It's not the most prevalent. I mean, clearly there's...
Yeah, no, I get it. Like under every... especially
lemon and orange,
the aftertaste.
You get lemon and orange up
like
front,
a lime.
but it's like you just took a big old bite of Fruit Loops is what it tastes like to me.
Really?
I wouldn't say it's that strong, but
try it.
I could say there's a little bit.
I'm starting to wonder if we waited too long to drink these because it's starting to taste like it.
Nope. That doesn't factor in. I don't know. Oh, no. Well, these are fresher than the
last ones.
Yeah. So Hot Streak IPA from Black Tooth Brewing, based in Wyoming. Of course, as we've said before, it has won. It says 2 points gold medals at U.S. Open Beer Championship. I'm not sure what 2 points is. Anyway, ABV 6.2%, IBU 65. I wouldn't say it's that bitter. Anyway, they go on to say, one sip of this IPA will bring you back to the night you went on a hot streak. Reveling in the glory of tropical fruits. All right. And Western pine scents, this IPA is definitely worth the gamble, accentuated with American hops. Its copper color, floral aroma, juicy mouthfeel, and clean finish allow you to walk away on top.
I barely
copper,
taste the pine.
I wouldn't say it's... Yeah, no, me neither. Which I prefer. I'm not a big resinous piney guy, but you can get it on the nose. But yeah.
What I'm finding from all beers tonight is...
not as good as Texas beers.
The consistency in every sip. Like, there's no surprise. Like, I don't know. There's something. Well, yeah. I guess I'll stick with that. Seems very consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And in the flavor profile, especially with this one's interesting because I feel like it's piney at first.
Yeah. And I get some of the pine now.
Then it gets into there's this
fruity
after flavor.
Yeah. So what you're tasting, Cutter, is the tropical fruits.
Nope. I mean, lemon is tropical. Orange, I guess, is tropical.
Yeah.
I get lemon and orange is what I get on it with cardamom. I definitely get cardamom because it's definitely there. This could be a breakfast beer for me. It really could.
Really?
It has that much of a Fruit Loopy thing to it.
Ooh, like a brunch drink for you, maybe?
Yeah. Not quite as much as the Hatch chili lager with eggs last week. That was... They
distribute to Las Cruces, and I know somebody who goes to Las Cruces.
She needs to get us
regularly.
some. Yeah, she needs to get us some because I want that as a breakfast beer.
I have already discussed it. We'll get some.
Yeah, tell her
1
to get us
year
a case.
anniversary.
I have talked to the brewery, and they distribute there. So.
Oh, we should get that.
Not to Texas, but
I will cook eggs in that. I don't give a shit because that just
absolutely.
It just
that is a good beer.
I want to eat stuff with it.
So we have our breakfast beer, and then we have a brisket beer, right?
Yeah. Do we? Do we have a brisket
any
beer?
beer.
I was like, yeah, we do.
Are we going to smoke our own brisket?
What beer are we talking about?
A lot of
I think
work.
we all have a different brisket beer.
Any beer.
But no, it's like, no, like literally like that Hatch chili beer last week. I was super
It was
impressed
really
with.
surprising.
I was telling people about it this week. Like, we need to get that beer.
Yeah. Have you heard of New Mexico? There's a New Mexico. Wait, have you heard of Mexico? Because there's a New Mexico now.
They smoke the beers there.
But going back to Hot Streak,
That's-
this is a
that's
good
smart.
beer. I enjoy it. It's a little funky. It's a
Dank.
little dank. Yeah.
There's some pine in there.
I see the
get
pine.
a little bit. Yeah.
The more I let it sit, the more pine I get. But
Yeah, definitely.
But the fruit's still there for sure.
Yeah.
like definitely citrusy. Like
I feel like I
get-
kind of have to hunt out the fruit.
Yeah, same here.
See, I
I
get lemon and
get
orange
it.
pretty
I
easily.
get it, but I want more of the fruit, so I'm trying to taste it.
That's where I got the pine.
I'm not getting like super
You
strong
don't
fruit.
smell your beer. We've discussed this. Though.
Yeah.
You don't smell the beer. Smell the beer right now, Joel. What do you smell?
I smelled it when I opened the can and poured it. It was,
He did remark on the smell. Piney.
yeah, it smells pretty good.
Piney nose.
Agreed. Well, most IPAs have a
Yeah.
piney nose.
Yeah.
I like it.
We'll see about our dead horse.
But anyway, we've got some mentions here.
Yeah, shout out to our friends in BC.
Oh yeah, hey BC, yeah.
Also, we shout out to
BAYK.
BAYK podcast, of course. Yeah, shout out to those guys, Eddie and Patty
Eddie and Patty, what's up,
at
buddies?
the Malibu Apartments.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Up in British Columbia. Canada.
Yes, which is like, wow,
That's on the West Coast.
that sounds like beachfront property. No,
I mean, it could be in British Columbia. It's probably not the Malibu that you're thinking of.
no, but yeah. Also, Angie, another shout out to Angie. She's a faithful listener, and
Shouted list.
Lola, new listener, maybe, I don't know, new like on Facebook, and Mad Hatter Red, always liking us, everything that we do. Whiskey Girl, I don't know, whatever. All right, I'll stop there. That's everybody else. Thanks for liking us.
Yeah. Give more comments. Give more likes. We'll give you more
Subscribe.
shout outs.
Yeah,
We really like reviews. If you give us some iTunes reviews, that'd be awesome.
yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Yeah, we need more. We want more reviews.
and the beer with hoppy, but not.
Speaking of reviews,
yes,
getting back to the beer.
there you go.
Oh, is that where we're going?
Yeah, I like it.
It is not the worst IPA I've
Probably
ever had.
Probably the one I would compare it to most in recent memory.
Zombie Dragon.
No, not even so much.
Really?
I would almost go,
I would go Zombie Dragon.
slightly Govel.
Yeah, I'd say it's fruitier than the Zombie Dragon, really.
It's fruitier. It's
Yeah.
It doesn't have quite the mango and lime that we got from the Govel.
And I was thinking I'd really like this with fruit in it. Fruit
Yeah.
added. Like they did like
over
when
sherbet.
Yeah, as long as Clint's not there, he's not gonna
What kind of fruit though? Are
Clint would disagree.
Peach or mango? Or
anything tropical, really.
Yeah,
not peach.
like
peach
all-
might not be strong enough.
I would almost
but,
pour this over rainbow sherbet.
Yeah,
That's
I could see that. I would maybe just rather eat the ice cream and then drink this, or no, I don't know, a float style maybe. I think is the way to
I
go.
can see it. It's less grassy than the Govel because the Govel
Yes.
is pretty grassy.
Yeah, I could see that.
But this is good. I definitely enjoy it. Time out. I'm gonna go 4 beers in here real quick.
Okay, I'm about to.
1. I'm gonna give it a 1. So I'm not typically big on IPAs.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's not specifically outstanding, but it's not like pounding you in the face trying to be something like hey, we're different than every other IPA.
Which
It's
they
like-
don't do.
It's like because there are IPAs that try to do that. Like,
Yeah.
like,
But
hey,
they're focused on making drinkable beers, and not like extreme stuff, but like
I mean,
something
when
approachable,
I think of
something
Wyoming,
classic.
I'm thinking extreme.
When I'm thinking of Wyoming,
You're talking like X Games?
I'm thinking of sheep, rams, or So yeah,
Joel's not done here.
I know I am though.
Ross is like, I'm wrapping this shit up. Like, fuck this.
No,
I should've
I'm not
heard it.
wrapping anything up. I'm just giving my opinion.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'd say it's a 1 for me. I'm not an IPA person, and I don't know, this isn't what I'd gravitate to, but for an IPA, it's pretty good. Like I said, though, I'd enjoy it if it were like had fruit. Like if they added mango, something tropical, pineapple even. That would be
something like this. I could actually really enjoy with a salad. If I was going to eat a salad.
You're right.
Yeah, if I was going to eat a salad, I could see myself eating this with a salad. This is good. It's one of those things like when I think of stupid, ridiculous IPAs, I think of like Austin Beer Works Heavy Machinery, where they brag about how much hops that they dry hopped in, and it's like they wet hop it in also. It's just literally there's tons of hops that go into that batch, and it's like, Jesus Christ, this is ridiculous. Why would you do this? People go, I love hoppy beer. It's like, okay, but it loses a ton of character.
Yeah.
Like when you over hop it. This to me has a ton of fruit. It's like, and it has that citrusy. I get that lemon. That lemon orange. I see it. It has that Fruit Loopy effect. It's like, it's got that funk. It's not my favorite when I think of beer, but the more I drink, it's like, it's citrusy. I can enjoy it.
Yeah, I think with all of these, except for Black Hog's granola,
granola brown.
That was the most unique. In my opinion, all of these were really approachable. Like if you're like talking about IPAs, like, oh, I'm gonna have an IPA, don't like a lot of hops, don't want it to be over fruity, then you can go for this one. What's the name? Pale Ale. The same thing, especially the lager that we had. That was super approachable. Just like, hey, if you've never had a lager before, this might be a good one to drink. There's not going to be a lot of surprises in it. But the and same thing with the golden ale that we had, or the blonde ale. But yeah, these are all great. Like, because I'd have to admit, like, don't really jump into lagers normally.
You don't?
No, but this one was pretty good. So it was cool to kind of like, I don't go to a bar and order a lager.
You like Pilsners though, don't you?
Yeah. But more in the last year since we've done this podcast.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Like I feel like we've done more light beers, more lagers than are typically available, because lagering is not something that's like readily available in the States, like most often.
Plus Clint.
Plus Clint. There's also you have to play the Bradley factor. I do understand that.
And then yeah, I think all of these are like quintessential, like I would say I personally have a lot of experience with blonde ales, so I thought it was a great blonde ale. The brown ale, and we could probably do this after this, but the brown ale, usually I don't care for them, but this one was unique and different. It stands out. And then this IPA,
I really,
it's not ever hoppy.
I'll come back to you in just a second, Joel. Yeah. But finish your beer and we'll discuss this again. But Ross,
are we
rate them? Favorite?
Why you always want to put them in an order?
Because
some sort of order.
Just because. It's always nice to see what everybody's order is.
Well, we gave this one a 1, right? Did everyone give us a 1?
Yeah.
Okay,
I gave it a 1, but you finished. All right,
it's a 1.
Joel, finish your train of thought since you actually finished your beer now.
This beer.
All right, so
you have four. You have this Hot Streak.
Joel, stop.
Huh?
All right.
Oh, Mike.
You have 4 cans in front of you.
I gotta put them in order.
Yeah, put them in. Right. Put them in your order of favorite to favorite to least favorite.
Okay.
He has to think about this. Yeah, it's like they're all pretty solid beers.
Okay.
Which ones you got?
All right, so at the bottom I have Hot Streak. I like IPAs.
He likes IPAs.
This one wasn't that surprising. So that's why I have it at the bottom. Lagers, I'm not a real big lager person until this year, since we started doing the podcast and knowing that how
I don't know what you're saying right now.
how complicated lagers can be.
Yeah.
And all the unfiltered stuff. I thought that one was really solid. Honestly, what I think about all of these, except for the one that I have number 1, is that they're like great in their categories. And then you have caught Lookin, the blonde ale.
Mm-hmm.
Great
caught Lookin,
probably my favorite blonde ale. Although Again, I don't have a lot of experience.
You shut your fucking...
I don't have a lot of experience with blondes, so that's probably why it's my favorite.
You shut your Kansas whore mouth.
Whoa. That's me. I'm from Kansas. He's not from Kansas.
And then
San Antonio.
Fucking San Antonio.
Number one, because it was unique.
Kansas.
And brown ales consistently let me down.
Yeah.
Except for this one. This granola brown ale. There was something unique. The tasting the inside of a peanut, the granola dry taste.
Yeah.
It got better after it got warmer, which is not normally the case with browns that I've had, although Cutter disagree that's how you should drink browns.
Dark.
You know. Yeah.
I see your logic. I disagree. Disagree completely.
Yeah, yours is the opposite direction.
It's almost pretty much opposite.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start with the lowest, like Joel did.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The Hog Lager
Hoglager.
was my least
that was
favorite.
the lowest.
That was my lowest.
Oh, so we're pretty on par. Well, yeah, I guess a little bit.
I was like, only because consistency. I like the flavor, but literally I tasted all three of these beers and
All three were different.
all three were completely
Yeah.
different. So that to me says, hey, something's off.
Yeah.
It was good flavor, but one tasted somewhat traditional, and then two were like way off. Like Joel's and mine were like extremely fruity, and that is literally the only reason why I can't give it like the best or even like going up here, because the other three I was a little leery of after that because that was the first one we had. The IPA, I'm not a big IPA guy.
Yeah,
it's been well documented, but I'm not a big I'm not a big IPA guy. So like, this one was good. All four beers were good tonight. It's like it's pretty much by style going forward here because it's just what I prefer.
Right.
The IPA, it was good. I could drink this as a breakfast. I could drink this as breakfast. Delicious, slightly sweet, a lot of fruit. I could pass it as breakfast in my head, much like we'll get to the other two. The blonde was my next one, number 2. The blonde, it's good, solid. There's nothing fancy about it. They're not trying to do anything like breaking the mold wise. I enjoy blondes. Good beer. And the brown ale. The brown ale was my favorite, mostly because it was less like a brown, more like a porter. So I like porters. I like stouts. I like that heft, that punch of the chocolate and coffee, which it had a ton of. It didn't have that sweetness or that nuttiness, like overpowering, like you typically see in a nut brown ale. It had a lot more density. And it's like, and I feel like that's what really brought me into it, because those are my favorite style beers, and so I'm going to lean towards those all the time.
All right. And for me, number 1 is the blonde. Number 2, I got the IPA.
Interesting.
Which, yes, it is very interesting.
So you're going 1 to 4.
Yes, I am.
That's
Yeah.
way I would have normally
The American way.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the way I normally would have done it.
So, and then I have
the American way is doing 4 to 1, so you can do the drum roll, please.
Yeah, that's And then the granola brown ale, which I don't know, too much coffee for me. It's still a 1, but
it's not the style.
Yeah, it's not great. I wanted more nutty, more grainy, more granola. And then 4th, of course, is the Hoglager.
The lager.
You know, just the inconsistencies, and if mine tasted like yours, I'd probably put it at a 1. I'd probably put it higher in the scale, maybe. I don't know, but I don't.
I agree.
And the thing is, I don't know which of these it's supposed to taste like.
Exactly. It's like
so I don't know where to put it. So it's got to be at the end.
Had mine tasted like yours, I probably moved it up the order too.
Yeah.
But because ours were significantly different.
Way different. And it's like, I don't know what it's supposed to taste like. If I knew what it's supposed to taste like, then I could judge that. But since these 3 cans are so different, I don't know. So it's at the end. It's a 0, man. Can't do it. No.
Because of the inconsistency, it's a 0.
Mostly because of the inconsistency. It's like, what is the beer? I don't know. Is it what mine tasted like? Was it yours? Was it Joel's? I don't know.
Wait, Cutter, it was your number 1?
Nope.
No, the other way.
E4 is my 4 also because of the inconsistency.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So no matter what, we're all different. It would be interesting if we had a fourth or fifth person. Would probably still all be different.
It's we always think it's going to be, but it's not really that.
That's pretty much the same.
It's like when you get 3 or 4 people involved with like 4 or 5 beers, it pretty much goes, wow, everybody's different. But anyway, so we finished up this craft beer episode.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us tonight. This has been Cutter.
This has been Ross.
Still Joel.
This is the podcast.
This is the podcast.
3 Beers In is a member of the Hopped Up Network. Thanks for sticking around. You can subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, Google Play, TuneIn, and on the hoppedupnetwork.com. If you like what you heard, rate and review us on iTunes. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 3 Beers In Podcast, and check out our website, 3beersinpodcast.com. 3 beersinpodcast.com. You can find information about us and the show along with the links to all of our episodes and our really cool merchandise. While you're on our site, you can tell us what you like, what you don't like. And if you don't like us, then why the hell are you still here? You should have turned us off long ago. But if you're just going to listen to us anyway, then you should probably subscribe too. And if you would like a transcript of our podcast, write down everything that we just said.
We drink this damn beer together.
Are you a discerning beer drinker? Do you drink beer for the tastes of blackcurrant and old leather? Can you tell the difference between Simcoe and Citra hops, despite whatever type of beer you might be drinking? Yeah, sorry, that's not this podcast. You want to listen to somebody else. We here at the Speak Podcast do regular beer for regular people. Joe's Six-Pack Beer at Joe's Six-Pack Taste. That's Rob, Adam, and Pete, proud members of the Hopped Up Network. 3 guys, 2 beers, 1 show.